Welcome to the StockMinute.com studios. I'm Brian Johnson, and today we went nowhere. Consolidation day after the big move yesterday. Not uncommon to see this within the markets themselves. However, as it always is, still bullish. All right, so here we go on the daily. What do we see? Or on the Dow, I should say. What do we see? Yeah, okay, some of you are going to say it looks like it's rounding over. Yeah, it does, actually. That's exactly what it looks like it's doing. It looks like it's just kind of rolling over here in the markets on the 60-minute. Now, could we see a little bit of a pullback? You betcha. I would look for this maybe to hold on a pullback. You got to look at maybe, as I kind of did an Elliott wave look at it yesterday. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we're topping out here on 3. This pullback, then I would just have to look at as just a 4 for the time being, with maybe that 5 left to come, meaning higher prices yet down the road in the markets overall. Here you go, little teeny tiny doji, low of 18, high of 50, basically 8. So a 40-point move all day long. Woohoo. Not much to speak about here. Okay, the NASDAQ today, doing the same type of thing. This is just a consolidation. Now notice, what do we see here? Well, we see that this has not made new highs yet. I think it's just a matter of time before the NASDAQ does. Now, if it gets back below 2,300, I'm going to say all bets are off on that little thing for the time being. Once we get back below this area, then I'll be looking at this 200 to see if that holds. But right now, we've got a pretty good little slant rolling on here. If you want to look at this as a cup and a potential handle might be working its way over here, you certainly could do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with kind of looking at that type of an aspect since we have what we have in front of us. Now, NASDAQ here, usually of the stronger indices. So we'll wait to see if it gets itself up and going. Like I said, not making new highs yet, and that's what we're waiting for. NASDAQ daily, same type of thing. Putting in a small little candle today, a little inside day, if you will, basically. Just kind of resting sideways. Very common to see this after a big push up or down in the markets. We saw it kind of here, not to the extent as what we're seeing here. This is a lot more common. You see these candles very often right after earnings. You see a big push on down or up in a stock, and then the next day it doesn't go anywhere. It just kind of rests as investors decide what to do next. But in this case, pushes up, still neutral to bullish, and the weekly's looking like the same thing. Talk more about that on Friday. SPX in this consolidation mode as well. Pulling back right here, looking for breaks below here. Maybe we see a little bit more of a push to the downside. Otherwise, breaks above here, and I would say that we're looking at that 13, probably 20 to 1330 range, 1315 to 1330 range on the SPX. Here's that small little candle we saw again today, a little inside day going nowhere except sideways, waiting for breaks one way or the other, and the weekly's looking very, very good too overall. Wait until Friday to make our assessment of that. Only got a couple days left, and once again looking very, very strong. Let's see if Friday proves to be a bad day for the markets. It was last week. Will it continue this week? VIX on the daily. Once again, pushing itself down. VIX just not able to get and stay up above these levels. Talk about them. Above 19, above 20 is where I wanted to see it close. Finally got it, and guess what? Didn't make a difference. Just gave the VIX more room to run to the downside is basically what we're seeing here. Weekly, same type of thing, coming right back and below the 20-week moving average. We cannot get above it and stay above it. Look here. Got above it, couldn't stay above it. Got above it. So far, just can't stay above it. Now, the weekly hasn't closed yet, but we'll see what we got on Friday. But that's where it looks like it wants to go. Back down into this area, and that is the basically overall safe zone for the VIX. Apple putting in the same type of look we're seeing on a lot of the other charts, especially the NASDAQ chart and such, and that is, look, this could be potentially a big cup with a little tiny handle happening for those of you that, or maybe an inverse head and shoulders here. We can make patterns out of it all over the place. But I'll tell you what I like, guys. Above 346. That's where I like it. Gets back below these moving averages. I'd be very cautious within Apple. It's going to start to break some of these lower levels, and I would assume then that the markets are going to be moving with it when that happens. So watch for these breaks, though. Back above 346, yeah. 348, and maybe even higher, could definitely be in the cards at that point. From a daily standpoint, it's the same thing. Push up, pull back, push up, and resting sideways. That's why I want to see if this area breaks. But right now, everything with these little tiny candles that we saw today have to remain neutral to bullish on these until otherwise proven, and that is getting back below these 20 days. Look at how well it wants to hold these 20 days. It's trying. The bears get below it, and the bulls go, no. Then it gets back below the 20-day, and the bulls go, yeah, no. So here we are again. These are my bigger levels. Back below the 20, back above 346 for your entries on the Apple side. Weekly as well, coming into that overhead area, which is going to be right around, guess what, 350-ish. Once again, breaks of 346, I think, get us very close to that, if not up to that point. FAS on the 60-minute. Push-ups, pullbacks. Looks like it wants to rest right on this 20, coming right back into these areas that we had kind of discussed. I liked it above $30.50, but once again, just resting here. If you want a good entry, I'm saying back below $30.50 and or above 32 for an entry. FAZ, same type of thing, pulling back a little bit, looking for these overhead areas. Didn't even make it back, though. I'm going to look to see if this will hold right up here about $8.30. We were back below $8.20, which was your short from yesterday. You can see it coming back to rest right around in that area as well. Further pushes to the downside. If you're not already short, you're looking for breaks below $8, then I somewhere near this blue line is still going to be my target if we head down below that. Otherwise, to the upside, I'm still going to call it. I'd really wait till it gets back above $9. I don't think I'd get too antsy on this FAZ. I know everybody wants to try to call a bottom, but you've all probably been slapped many times over and over if you tried to go long FAZ in this whole push to the downside. Just avoid it. Don't do it, guys. Stay with me here on this one. Back above about $9, $9.25. Then maybe you have something to talk about. Otherwise, nothing much. Okay, that'll do it for today. Now, tomorrow I may not have a video out for the daily viewers. I will be on the road. I'm going to Dallas, Texas for the Super Bowl, baby. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited. Never been to one, and so this will be my first experience. One of my mentorship students was able to find me a guy who could get me some tickets. At face value, nonetheless. They are still pretty pricey, even at face value. However, he was able to find me some ticks. So big thanks to him. He's the greatest guy. You guys would love him if you ever got a chance to meet him. Anyway, if I'm going to be down in Dallas. If you guys are going to be down there for the Super Bowl, if you live in that area and you just want to say hi or shake hands or whatever, hey, I'd love to do that. Let me know. Send me an email to info at thestockmentor.com. It's put in the description as well. I have a new contact me page. It's not up on the top bar or anything, but you can find it there, or send me an email or whatever. Get a hold of me. I'll try to get a hold of you while I'm down there. Maybe we can stop by and say hi. I'd love to do that. Love meeting new people from all over the place. So I will try to find a coffee shop tomorrow and do a video for you guys. And if not, I will then do one for sure on Friday. See you later. Bye.